I am Huston Watson, and this is...
Hi there, I'm Jennejahn.
We co-wrote, directed, and produced this show. So thank you for joining us. And then we also have producer Scott C. and Daniel Tondeau in the audience tonight. So before we get started, we just want to tell you a little bit about the show.
Alright, so this is going to be a stage reading, which means the actors are going to be reading from their scripts and singing from their songs. Obviously, it's not full costume. Obviously, that's so use your imagination. Get really into it. I'm going to be reading stage directions as well. So if it says somebody jumps through a window, I'll say that. But we're going to use our imagination and imagine they do it. I'll also be playing a character of Anna, a DJ, towards the end of the show. I have little headphones. Once they come on, you'll know that's what I'm hearing.
There are some songs for this version of the show that aren't going to be fully sung through. Pat's going to announce the name of the song, when it starts, what song number it is, and then when it ends. So those sections are going to be musicals in the full version, but for this there's going to be scenes. We've all worked incredibly hard on the show. I'm really proud of what we've accomplished. So we encourage you to use your imagination and have fun. And without further ado, we present Prom Kings, the musical.
Act 1, Scene 1, The Gay Introductions. Song 1, Prom Kings, Casey High. Welcome to the beginning of a new school year at Casey High. The curtains open and you see students sitting at their desks. Miss Orleani enters and puts her stuff down on her desk. She begins to take attendance.
Hello. Settle down, kids, settle down. Let's see who's here. Mary Murphy? I'm here, Miss Orleani. Actually, it's Mary Magdalene Murphy. Fun fact, some people get their name changed when they get confirmed, but not me. My mom thought it was the perfect name. Not only am I the head of the school's Bible club, but I also lead... You can just say here.
Yeah.
Terrence Taggerty.
Here, near, and full of cheer. I am Miss Mary Magdalene Murphy's loving, doting, and never gloating one and only. And just because we haven't had our first kisses doesn't mean she ain't my missus.
All right, TMI. Ryan Rowland.
That's up. I'm Ryan.
Right to the point, great. Coyote of the Wind. Destiny Bond.
I'll let you answer first.
Thanks, babe. I'm Destiny. Have you ever had your palms read? And I did, and I went once, and the psychic said I was filled with grand delusion. I mean, I don't like that answer, so I leaned. Well, I learned how to do it myself, and the reading says that I'm good at reading palms.
And I'm Coyote of the Wind. I'm 132nd Native American, and honor my ancestors by tending to the trees of every dimension of existence we live in.
Can you send me to the second dimension so I can enter my world of comic books? No? Then sit down. Claudette Armani?
I'm right here! And I know what every single one of you got up to this summer. Can't wait to swap stories. You all better be on your best behavior. Even you.
Okay, what about Miss Maggie Sockstien?
It's Maggie Sockstien. You know, I'm sick and tired of...
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the one, the only, Casey Hightower!
Wow, good morning. Claudette, you're looking dashing as ever.
Thank you, darling. You always know how to make a grand entrance.
Maggie Sockstien, I smelt you from across the school. You have that summer book report?
Here. Now, will you say my name right?
It's good to be me. Now give it up for Casey High.
Ow! That's my bestie!
I can't hear you. You too, Sockstien.
I go to Casey High.
All right, kids, settle down. Settle down. Now, please get out your summer book report so we can discuss the holy summer reading. Class, it seems I've brought my comic book instead of the reading book. I'm going to see if I have a copy kids, talk amongst yourselves.
So, Sockstien, finally get to lose that dusty old V card of yours?
Maggie turns red, grabs her book from her desk, and holds it tight.
What's it to you, Mom? I did your homework, so just leave me alone.
I'm just trying to have a little fun is all. No need to get holes in your socks, Sockstien.
Plus, we already knew the answer because who would want to get with?
That would make quite the stinky pair.
I think that's enough.
What do we have here?
If you have something to say to me, why don't you say it to my face?
Well, if you're making fun of her for not losing her V card, what about you?
Well,
You probably still hold your V card too if you're swinging for the same team like me. Living in a small town like this, there aren't many of us around.
well, aren't you something? Meet me in the main hall at 3:30, new kid. We need to teach you a lesson.
Miss Orleani walks back in with more comic books. Blake, Claudette, Casey all take their seats.
Well, as it turns out, I left the summer reading at home, so I guess we're just going to have to reread my comic books.
Scene 2. Nice gaze and gay announcements. Everyone exits the classroom. Maggie and Blake stay in the hallway.
Thank you for standing up for me. Those two are awful.
Don't mention it. Do you know where locker 18 is?
Oh yeah, here, I'll show you to it.
They start walking.
What's your name, by the way? I haven't seen you around here before. I'm Maggie.
My name is Blake. My mom and I just moved nearby. This is my first day. Nice to meet you, Maggie.
Wow, you're new and did all that for me? That's amazing! Why would you do something like that for a complete stranger?
Well, you see, I'm a nice guy and I don't even try. Even though I come across as a little shy, I like to make friends, believe that this won't end. Maggie, you'll see now that you've got me. High school's an endless world of possibilities.
Well, Casey and Claudette over there will surely try to make it a living nightmare. Especially for you, now that you went and did that.
Those two, they're just like any other kids. I've traveled around the world, so I know kids are kids wherever you go. Even bullies want someone to extend a handout offering to be their friend. Ever since I was just a young guy, I was nice to a world that always passed me by. I would never stay in one place. Musicals kept me sane, and I hope to find someone into them, even up here in Maine.
Mamma mia! I love musicals. I started our school's production of The Wizard of Oz. I mean, I only put the yellow brick road, but I loved every second of it.
You see, we will be great friends. I've traveled around the world, so I know kids are kids wherever you go. Even bullies want someone to extend a handout offering to be their friend. Tap break. But being the nice guy isn't always nice. People will walk all over you and never think twice. It's nice to be the smile that everyone you see, and I'm left with nothing when it's time to take care of me. But I stuff those feelings down, then it's off to the next town. They say show them that smile they all see in me. I show them that smile, and surely they'll see that I'm a nice guy, and I don't even try. I never tell a lie. I'll be there when you cry. I like to make friends, believe that this won't end. Maggie, you'll see now that you've got me. High school's an endless world of possibilities.
Blake grabs Maggie's hand and they run up the stage holding their final notes. Prom Kings and Nice Guy end.
Yoo-hoo!
Listen up! Listen up!
They see a small box with their desk with Claudette and Casey seated at it. They wear headphones and speak into a microphone.
Welcome to school this lovely morning, and buckle your seatbelts because it's time for
Augusta's buzz.
Miss Priest-Steve is retiring after this year. Am I reading this right? 70 years of teaching. Is that even legal?
Apparently so. Her first year of teaching was back in 1952. Go ahead and give her a round of applause.
Well, congratulations. Sincerely, I really do mean it. That must have been quite a ride. Claudette, what else do we have for today's announcements?
The chess club is having their first meeting tomorrow after school, so if anyone feels like throwing their social lives out the window, you can head to the library at 3:30. There's soccer tryouts tomorrow, the musical will be announced on Friday, and it might rain later. There.
And now for what you've all been waiting for.
Song 3, morning announcements.
Augusta's buzz.
Word on the street if you haven't heard.
Oh, I might have gotten whispers from a little bird.
Jessie Nykin made the news because she kissed her cousin. And little Taylor talks a lot, looks good with bangs.
She doesn't.
Kidding. Patty Partridge once again is confused about their gender.
Probably because their mom is on another bender.
Supposedly someone saw Stevenstone fondling with the teacher. Just last week, just around 9, there behind the bleachers.
I did that once with a certain someone on the football team. It was hairy and scary and veiny and berry, but it was so big I could scream.
Ah! The summer's been long, we're ending the song, so let's see who's lost their V. I know a few, so I'll start off.
You know that's fine with me.
Michael Michaels, Jenny Spilborg, Mary Ellen Payne, Ray Rivera, Shay Sahara, and Maggie Sockstained.
No way.
Kidding.
See what I mean?
Oh, where were we?
We were saying who lost their virginity over the summer.
Ah, that's right. Have we anyone else?
Unlock this door right now!
We've been busted and caught. I think it's time to take our leave.
I thought you got permission.
I did. It was from Miss Prestige.
Prom Kings, morning announcements. And
Those two just make my skin crawl. They've said so many mean things about me that no one wants to be seen with me.
Claudia and Casey don't bother me. I'll hang out with you, yeah?
That would be so much fun.
I have a bunch of playbills from shows I've seen around the country if you'd like to come over to my place after school and look at them.
Yes, I would love that.
Great! You can come home with me after I deal with whatever Casey has planned.
Scene 3, the gay standoff. Song 4, a good old-fashioned gay western standoff. The students in the hall all stand still. It's as if time itself is standing still.
A good old-fashioned gay western standoff.
Yeehaw!
A tumbleweed blows by.
Go get him, cowboy. I'll be right behind you if you need me.
This school ain't big enough for the two of us.
Another tumbleweed blows by.
In a town rode a stranger.
Eyes wide and heart of clear.
In a town came the stranger.
Say, don't he look a bit queer?
I don't believe we've met.
We haven't officially.
The name's Casey Hightower.
A fanfare, trumpet start. The ensemble bellows. Casey throws back a cape that hadn't previously been seen. He rips his pants off to reveal cowskin chaps. He embodies glamour in a mariachi way.
You might not know his name, but we're all familiarized. He runs the school.
He's super cool.
Join us as we harmonize.
Yodelay-hee-hoo.
Yodelay-hee-hoo.
This school ain't big enough for the two of us.
Maggie's in a cow onesie. Claudette walks out, assless chaps, a wide cowboy hat, and a cropped fur vest.
You've already said this before.
Shut it, Sockstien.
I've been the only queer here for quite some time. I don't plan on building rapport.
He don't plan on building rapport.
He don't plan on building rapport. Well, this is his first day. Give him a break. Spin your partner round and round.
Twirl about and go to town.
Claudette, won't you put me down?
I think we should take a walk.
As I was saying, I'm...
Either use an accent or sing. We get that you're new here, but this ain't amateur hour.
Well, I come from Colorado, but I've lived in 4 other cities. Portland, Dover, Boston, and I thought Pittsburgh was pretty. I always sing in the shower, and I know how to tap dance. You see, I might be green here, but I'm giving this school a chance.
Maggie Sockstien, you really need to know when to keep your nose out of these things. Even I know not to bother Casey when there's gay drama.
I'm not gonna let him eat Blake alive. He doesn't deserve it.
Whether he does or doesn't isn't up to us. can't handle one song with Casey. There's no way he's gonna last an entire school year here. But nothing.
Claudette spots a phone on the desk in the empty room. She saunters over to it and picks it up delicately.
Well, what do we have here?
Maggie scrambles over and clumsily tries to take the phone out of Claudette's hands unsuccessfully.
You can't just steal someone's phone.
I'm not going to steal it, Pillsbury Doe Girl. I'm checking to see if I know whose it is, and oh my god. Do you see this?
Grinder? What is that? Is it like the grinder sandwich?
You buffoon! Grindr is an app for gay men to converse.
Well, is it Casey's?
No, this phone is generations behind. Casey only uses the newest model.
So that must mean...
We have a closet case on our hands.
Casey stands in his mariachi outfit, clearly unimpressed with Blake's meager performance.
In a town rode a stranger.
Lay down the welcome mat.
In a town rode an old friend.
Well, we don't know him like that.
It's his first day.
He's totally gay. His locker's painted pink.
He's a little bit fruity, searching for booty.
Let's see what Casey thinks.
Let's see what Casey thinks.
Let's see what Casey thinks.
I think he's lame. I'm frankly unimpressed. Between his hair, his shoes, his accent, but mostly how he's dressed.
Well, hold it there. You don't know me. There's no need to be cruel.
I know what I know, what I need to know. Now get the hell out of my school.
Blake marches forward, surprising Casey and the crowd. Another tumbleweed blows by.
Now you just wait a cherry poppin', pepper pickin', knee slapping second. I might not be from around these parts, but I know how these things go.
Blake takes the bait.
Casey takes the stage.
Now let's put on a show.
Hey guys, you wouldn't have happened to see a phone in here, would you?
If you mean this phone, then sure we have. Not so fast, handsome. You have some explaining to do. A lot of grinder boys want your attention, and this is the first I'm finding out of your explorations. Last I heard, you were fucking cheerleaders.
Claudette, knock it off.
Listen, tough guy. This little secret can stay between you and me. Just know that I know, and if you know that I know, then I know that I can count on you if I need any favors, you know?
I know.
Good. Now get back out there. I think they need some extra bodies for the square dance.
She turns him around and pushes him out the door.
And just when I thought you wouldn't stoop any lower.
We're stooping, Sockstien. You have to keep the secret too.
All right, y'all, partner up now. Bow to your corner. Bow to your own. We got ourselves a pretty little thing.
One might say the new prom king.
Ain't no one but Casey to give him a ring.
What such a ruckus I think he'll bring. Prom couple to the front.
Casey and Blake move to the front. They put their arms up and join hands, making a bridge. The other students join hands with their partners and skip through their arms, circling back to make lines. Blake twirls Casey and they end up in their original positions. Casey looks annoyed.
This is kind of fun.
Don't get used to it.
Hightower has always been one to revel.
Looks like he's taking it up another level.
Bow to your partner, true and sure. I'll take mine and you take yours. Skip and twirl across the floor. Clap 3 times and then once more. Chicken in the bread pan kicking up dough. We're moving faster, ain't no slow. Give a shoutin', howdy ho! Take your hat and give a throw. Shake like a hound dog.
Trot like a horse.
Roll like a Lincoln log.
You take yours.
Now throw your partner in the air.
Make sure to catch them fair and square.
Twirl 3 times.
Stand next to me.
I'm something of the boss around these parts. The head honcho of the fine arts. I've played your little game and you've played mine. But looking at my watch, I think it's time to be gone with you, a split and splat.
Then I thought,
Hit the road, Jack.
Casey turns his back on Blake. The crowd erupts in cheers and praises. Terrence and Mary end with praise. Song 4, a good old-fashioned gay western standoff, end. Scene 4, gay bedrooms. Casey and Claudette sit in Casey's bedroom, her on her phone and he on his laptop.
Ooh, he's a handsome one.
Really? You think so?
You know I'm a sucker for a good job.
I thought you were a sucker for good calves.
¿Por qué no los dos? My kind of boy, a boy who makes craters just by doing a
squat.
My kind of boy buys me flowers and isn't one to talk a lot.
Our kind of boy, a boy who moves mountains, who knows nothing in this world is free. A boy who will carry and be perfect to marry, that's the kind of boy for me. My kind of boy, a boy who parts crowds just by giving a wink.
My kind of boy always does what I say and doesn't even bother to think.
That's just Eddie String.
You're right.
Our kind of boy,
My kind of
a boy
boy
who's refined,
won't produce
a boy
odor.
who's into the
You won't
arts.
sneeze for it or
Our kind of boy, a boy who moves mountains, who knows nothing in this world is free. A boy who will carry and be perfect to marry, that's the kind of boy for me.
Augusta High spin round. Ready? Okay. Adam Amerinak.
No, he masturbates in class. David Maniletti,
He doesn't have an ass. Anthony Bickerstaff.
I think he moved to Carson. Zachary Landreth,
He got arrested for arson. Sullivan McGinney.
I heard he has crabs. Nicholas
Looks
Waterhouse,
like my dad. Noah Ducott.
he's such a weeb. Stephen Young,
Way too much weed. Christopher Liddell.
he's so uptight. Patrick Watson,
You're kidding, right?
our kind of boy, a boy who moves mountains, who knows nothing in this world is free.
A boy who will carry.
And be perfect to marry,
That's
that's the
the
kind of boy for me. That's the kind of boy for me. That's the kind of boy for me.
They collapse on the bed and go back to surfing the web. The other half of the set is Blake's bedroom. His bed is on the opposite side of Casey's. Cheap sheets, dingy curtains, and posters of musicals, dinosaurs, and globes. Maggie sits on the end of Blake's bed with Blake in the yearbook.
You could have tried and found out his last name or something during your little song. It would have made the search a whole lot easier. There he is, I found him.
For a scrawny little nobody, he doesn't photograph half bad.
I guess, but that junior filter he's using is so 2019.
Oh my god, look at this.
Are those
Ass!
ass?
Gives me an idea.
That's him, alright. Yeah, Casey Hightower. He's the human equivalent of a polished turd. His friend is Claudette. She's just a turd.
They're really that mean.
The worst. They've made my life a living hell ever since I can remember. We went to the same elementary school together, and that's where my nickname started.
Your nickname?
Yeah, Sockstained.
You mean that isn't your actual...
No. It's not, but it might as well be.
Hey, don't cry. You have me now.
Blake puts his hand on Maggie's and she smiles at him. At first with sincerity, but then a far more devious smile creeps onto her face.
Right.
If they're as bad as you say, we should do something about it.
I think I know of something, but I'll need your help.
What would I need to do?
Song 6, The Waltz of Wrongdoing. Maggie turns away from Blake. He notices and starts to rub her back.
Whatever it is, you can tell me. You can trust me, Maggie.
You have to promise not to judge, okay?
I promise.
You've been so mean to me and have made me feel awful. I don't even have any friends. So let's just say I want to get even. What if you date him? Just get some of his dirty secrets. That way we can expose it to his family, school. Someone will listen, and then maybe they'll finally leave me alone.
I'm thinking of a plan. Picture this. This thin king. Him winking. A heart for this tin man.
Oh, Casey, my dear, that sounds so devious. I love it.
Now stick with me. He might not be ideal, but I've dreamed of winning the crown ever since I was young. And now Blake shows up, just in time for me to date him. So we qualify for prom court, and then win the crown. We will be the only gay couple in town. It will be a cinch.
And you can use him and lose him.
I'll be all like, congrats, babe. I couldn't have done it without you. But now that I have, I don't need you anymore. Sorry, Blakey boy.
Or you could be all like, that's why you don't come for the king. Casey's always high and you will always be a loser.
Ooh, you are so mean.
The worst.
Blake ponders for a beat and then shakes her hand.
And I will have my revenge.
Song 6, Waltz of Wrongdoing, end. Scene 5, Gay Crossroads. Maggie and Blake enter the hall from one side of the stage while Casey and Claudette enter from the opposite. When each pair sees the other, they turn to the other person and have a conversation as if they don't notice. The two boys leave their girl and meet center stage. As they approach, Blake more awkward than Casey.
Hey, about yesterday.
It's cool, I just wanted...
No, I was a bit too cool for your first day here.
It was kind of fun, actually. I had a good time dancing with you.
You weren't half bad yourself, Blake.
Truce?
Truce.
They shake, and Casey pulls Blake in for a hug. Claudette sticks her tongue out at Blake, and Blake does the same. Casey makes a face at Maggie, and she jeers. They pull out of the hug and shuffle their feet awkwardly.
So...
Oh, you can go first.
Thanks. I was wondering if you wanted to go out after school.
Hang out with you and Claudette?
No, like out to dinner or something. Just you and me.
Like a date?
How about, like, and I'm sorry for embarrassing you in front of the entire school.
So a date.
Meet me at the courtyard at 3:30 and maybe you'll find out. Walk with me. I'd really like to get to know you some more.
Sure, I like that.
Two gather their things and head off towards Claudette. Blake turns to Maggie and gives her a thumbs up. Casey gives Claudette an underhanded high five as they walk past her. The boys exit and Maggie runs over to Claudette.
What are you planning? Casey was way too nice to Blake.
Planning? Me? I know no such thing, Tor. Now why don't you scurry off to your burrow and...
Hey guys,
Oh, look at here, our little friend Ryan.
I was just wondering if I could talk to you and I guess Maggie about something.
Of course. What do you need?
Well, it's just that now that you know,
Spit it out, doll. I don't have all day.
what should I do? Should I tell people? Like, I have these feelings, but I'm not really sure how real they are, and I just don't know what to do.
Just be true to yourself. If you think you need time, then take all the time you need. Everyone figures it out at their own pace, but I think being true to yourself is the most important thing of all.
As long as you don't mind possible ostracization from everyone in your family, social dysentery, and stigmas floating above the big rainbow crown that you be wearing.
Claudette.
What? It's true. Coming out of the closet isn't like what they show on TV. When Casey first came out, it wasn't very well received, hence the hardened shell he's come to don now. Do what you want, but just know that it'll be a rocky road ahead. Anyways, I've seen more of this rodent than I'd like to have seen for the entire school year, and it's only been 2 days. My clothes are starting to smell, so I'll see you later, Ryan.
Claudette takes her leave, flipping her hair onto Maggie.
Can you believe people like her still exist? I mean, she's right out of a 2000s movie.
It's true, though, what you said.
Okay. You'll know when the time is right for you. Maybe wait till you get a boyfriend, so you have some friends and stuff. I'm sure there's someone you like. Anyways, I heard the chess club's meeting today, and I don't want to miss the first meeting, so...
If only they knew.
Scene 6, Gay Hag. The scene is set in the hallway. Casey and Claudette are walking through it. Kids part ways to make room for another.
How was your little date with the newbie? Is he falling in line? Did you sing the rules?
You know, it was easier than I would have thought. He's good at taking directions and agreeing to all the rules. He even sang along. Not a half-bad listener, either. It was refreshing to have someone to talk to.
Hold the phone. You're opening up to him?
Nothing serious. Just getting to know each other a little better. We have to talk about something. It's not gonna buy this whole relationship. We don't talk to him.
Alright, but we don't need any funny business. Just use him, get the crown, and dump him. There's no room for feelings.
You're right, of course, but it's just a small thing to open up. You're my right-hand woman, but it feels good to have a left-hand boy.
Just don't.
I know. Don't get too comfortable. See you at lunch.
She steams for a second when she notices Maggie and Blake walking behind her. She turns around and faces them.
Italian dinner, got ice cream, and talked back at his place. That's all that happened, I swear.
Well, you better not be. For your sake, Sockstien or his. And don't talk too much. It's bad for Casey. Don't want to go giving her any ideas. I'm his number one. Now and forever. Got it?
Yes, sir.
You little brats!
She pushes past them and exits the stage. Blake and Maggie exit off the stage in the other direction. Claudette stomps into the girls' bathroom. There's a few girls doing their makeup, but upon seeing her, they begin to gather their belongings in an attempt to flee.
Stay right where you are. I need backup dancers.
The girls put their stuff down sadly. Claudette joins them in the mirror.
His eyebrows are immaculate. My jeans always so tight. His eyes always shining, and my smile oh so bright. We walk down these crowded halls and left and me right. The other students cower, afraid that we might bite. I'm shoulder deep, I'm his right hand woman. I'm his to keep, I'm his right hand woman. Being tough's the price to pay. I pass the test, I'm here to stay. Everyone bow down and pray to his right hand woman. This Blake boy is an obstacle, but that one I can't scale. I've dealt with worse than him before. This when he made me fail. Casey will win Prom King. I'll be there at his right. He'll get the crown and kick Blake out. We'll dance the rest of the night. I'll never snitch. I'm his right hand woman. I'm his top bitch. I'm his right hand woman. I'll be okay with second best. I break the game and ace the test. 10 of 10 above the rest. I'm his right hand woman. His right hand woman. Welcome to Claudette High. Bow down and don't be shy. My lips are moist, my nails are dried. I'll end up on top. I've never lied. You know my name. I'm his right hand woman. I won the game. I'm his right hand woman. Casey might be head of school. I'm just as tall and just as cool. Oh, fine, but I'm even finer. Only kids who wear designer. Sorry, Blake, you're going down. He'll be the king. He'll be the crown. Case brings the D. I bring the rest. He's on my left. You know the rest. Everyone applaud for his right hand woman. His right hand woman. His right hand. No, seriously, clap.
Scene 8, the gay backstory. Blake is at his locker. Maggie walks onto stage slowly, but runs over to Blake once she sees him.
Blake! Hey, long time no see.
Oh, hey Maggie. Sorry I've been busy, with Casey and all. How are you?
Actually, much better. It seems like now that you are occupying Casey's time, he's not as much of a nuisance to me. But you guys have been dating for a few weeks now, right? How's that going, by the way?
It's been pretty okay, actually. Last night we went out to dinner and sat by the river eating ice cream and talking. He can be kind of sweet when he's not conniving.
Well, don't let that facade fool you. Remember what the goal is? Have you come up with any ideas?
I have, actually. It seems like his dad is very strict and he values his opinion and doesn't really know about all the stuff that he's doing at school.
So, if you were to find out, Casey would be in for a world of hurt.
But we should really think this through.
Wait, we've already thought this through. What more is there to think? Casey's the worst. He's made life at the school hell, and now we, thanks to you, have the power to do something about it.
I know, but it feels wrong, Maggie, to do this to someone no matter how mean and nasty they are.
Like, you gotta understand, if we don't do something...
Okay, how about this? I think Casey has the potential to be a good person. I think I can make him into a kinder, more thoughtful person and a better friend too. If I can do all that before you gather evidence and make a document of all the things that he says and does, then I would give it to his dad. But let me try my way first. I think I can help him.
You're sure you're still looking with it, even if you can't change it?
Yes, I promise. I give you my word.
Alright, just be careful, Blake. I don't want them to hurt you like they hurt me.
I will. Thanks for looking out for me, Maggie.
She nods and walks away. Blake closes his locker. Scene 9, the game prom court. Mary and Mary are sitting at desks. There are 4 other desks in the room with them. Coyote and Destiny walk in.
Coyote and Destiny. It is so good to see you.
Terrence and Mary, we acknowledge your welcome.
Although I sense some discomfort.
The couple sits at a set of desks on the other side of the stage. There are 2 empty desks between the couples. All eyes are on these set of desks.
Who do you think those belong to? Well, there's only 2, which means it definitely belong to a polyamorous couple.
Say, last I heard, we were the only long-term couples in our class.
Anthony and Sare were the only other one I knew about, but he has since departed for a better life.
I didn't know he passed.
Moved to Patterson.
They're not here yet? Ugh, I asked for so little. Miss Orleani, if I may inquire, who might be joining us for the prom court meeting? The other couple. You haven't heard? It's Casey Hightower and the other gay kid. The new one. I only know the names of the main cast, to be honest. Hell, I only called like 5 names for attendance this morning. Can you believe that?
Oh, you're talking about Blake. I make it a point to know everyone's name that goes to our school. Not one student is more important than another.
Well, I don't like to be here any longer than I have to, so I'm going to work on my comic book in the teacher's lounge. When the others get here, someone come and get me. It would be my privilege. Anyone but her, please thank me.
I acknowledge my privilege.
Miss Orleani walks in and sits at her desk, humming and kicking her feet. This is the happiest she's looked the entire show.
There's something I really like about comic books. Maybe it's the way they smell or the way they look. I've made quite a few. You wouldn't believe how long it took. Oh, comic books, comic books, comic books. Oh, comics and the like are very special to me. They let me enter my own world of fantasy, where I'm being serviced by a Valkyrie. Oh, comic books, comic books, comic books. One day I'll get out of this wretched hell. That'll be the day when my comic book sells. I dream of the last time I hear a school bell.
Blake and I have arrived, so finish up your little ode to comic books and let's get a move on.
Comic books, comic books, comic books. Okay. All right, you kids, I'm going to go over the responsibilities of prom court. I don't want to be here long, so listen up. The first... I'm listening, Miss Orleani. I'm listening, Miss Orleani. The first responsibility of the court is to get people excited about the prom. It's tradition for each couple to do a public promposal. That gets people excited for who they're going to ask, and that sells tickets. You can also make flyers, posters, morning announcements, or whatever.
Mary is studiously taking notes in her notebook.
It is also your responsibility to come up with the theme. Each couple proposes a theme and the others have to vote. You can't vote for your own unless everyone else agrees on it, and it has to be unanimous. Any questions? Good. Now decide amongst yourselves how you're going to propose. That's always a good first step. If you disagree or have any questions, don't bother me. Figure it out yourselves.
This is something we can discuss privately with our own partner. Let's give ourselves a week to prepare, and we'll do it a week from today during lunch.
Works for us.
I'll be ready by then.
Good. Class dismissed.
Scene 10. Gay promposals. Song 10. Promposals. Mary is at her locker.
Mary, oh Mary, do not be afraid, for the day has come that you have prayed. Your body pure and your heart true, to Dear Terrence has a question for you.
Terrence appears dressed as Jesus.
He's traveled far on a road of thorns, his spirit tired and his feet so worn.
Shepherds drag out a large wooden cross. Terrence steps up and they tie his wrist to the side.
Great Father said he must die for our sins, that Jesus had the power within.
Terrence pretends to die. The shepherds recover his body and gently put it into a locker.
He is our Savior, King of men, and on the third day...
He rose again!
Mary!
Mary Fallon!
Mary!
I need to know!
Let it go!
Will you, Mary Murphy, allow me, Terrence Taggerty, to take you to prom?
Well...
Oh, Terry, of course I'll go with you!
Hallelujah!
He's our man!
He's our man!
Jesus girl!
Jesus girl!
By your spirit, God, you've joined their spirits, God! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Amen! Can I have your attention, please?
We have a really, really important announcement.
It's not because you're a woman.
It's not because you're a guy.
It's not because I pay for dinner.
You're right, I always pay for mine.
It's not because you're Scandinavian.
It's not because you're from a tribe. It's because I really think you're groovy and I'm really thinking you're fine.
I'm doing this proposal because I love you. And not because I'm a man and it's socially expected of me to make this proposal. And that isn't what gives you value as a woman, because you are a goddess in your own right, and you don't need a man to break your class ceiling because a male gaze is prominent enough in our hierarchical society. It's what we've been taught, but you must understand it's simply not how I was brought up. I've tried my best to do this proposal and stay calm.
Dude, don't worry. I'll totally go to prom with you.
Alright, just like we planned.
I know.
Did you memorize the email that I sent you?
Word for word.
Including the notes on emphasis. Claudette and I stayed up late working on that. I want it to be perfect.
I've got this.
All right.
Hey, your name is Casey, and you're my man. We walk through these halls hand in hand.
Wait, this is not what we practiced.
Casey, dear, don't be such a cactus. Look, your hair's always perfect, and your outfit looks fly, but everyone around here seems to think you're not a nice guy. But I'm looking deeper. Want to know what I see? I see a boy who's just lonely, the same as me. I thought I'd go through the high school completely alone. Whenever I'm with you, I feel like you're entirely my own. You're really funny and super smart. You're the master of English language arts. You're creative and loyal, and remind me of my mom. When I'm basically asking, will I take you to prom?
Casey runs out of the hall and into the bathroom. Song 10, Promposals end. Scene 11. Are they gay? In the bathroom, Casey is splashing water onto his face, pretending that he's not crying. Blake enters, but Casey doesn't turn to face him.
I thought you liked me.
I do like you.
Then why would you embarrass me like that? That's not what we practiced.
I know I was going to do it, I swear, but it just didn't feel right. It wasn't me.
Did you ever consider what I wanted?
Well, I just thought that if you really liked me, you'd like what I came up with to propose to you, knowing it came straight from here.
It's just the last person to do that.
You can tell me, Casey. I got you. You can trust me.
The last person to really do something from the heart, for me, was my mom. She passed away a few years ago from cancer.
He falls into Blake's embrace. Blake holds him tight and hugs him.
And I guess I've just retreated into myself. Never really let anyone in. You're the first person to really know me since then. To take the time to get to know me.
And thank you for letting me in. The first is always the hardest.
Casey breaks away from Blake, shooting him a questioning glare.
My dad, for me, was your mom for you. He died in action, and I've never been the same since. Moving around made it easy for me to just be the nice guy people rely on, but it also meant I didn't have to get close to anyone. But once I learned that I can't stop letting people in, it became easier and easier to do so.
I'm so sorry. Yes, I do know how that feels.
Well, look at that. We finally found something in common.
They pull away from each other, but linger, ever so subtly looking at each other. It's as if they are seeing each other for the first time. They both move slowly towards each other. Blake strokes Casey's arm and Casey strokes Blake's back. They lean in and kiss each other. Alright, so that's the end of Act 1. We're going to take a little 10-minute intervention, stretch your legs.
Good to be back.
Winter break was really long.
It was really nice to spend it with you. Claudette can't know. She'd think it's a joke.
And Maggie would croak. She'd be so upset.
If they only knew how much we look forward to.
We don't need to taunt you or gloat, but all I want to do
is spend more time with you.
Casey! Yoo-hoo! Hey Blake, it's me.
The two boys kiss and head off to their opposite sides of the stage. Claudette enters on Casey's side, and Maggie enters on Blake's side.
There you are. I thought I was picking you up and your outfit. You didn't tell me we were dressing up on the first day. Good thing I always keep an extra dress in my locker.
Oh, I missed you. How was your winter break? And why are you wearing a tux?
I missed you too. I had a good break and it's for prom. I didn't want to try it on at home because I knew my mom would deal about it or whatever.
And the plan's still on?
Well, I wanted to talk to you about it.
Don't worry, Blake. I know you don't want to get your hands dirty.
But Maggie,
Just keep trying your best, and one way or another, justice will be ours. Wait a minute. Do you think he's cool?
I think he's hot. No, not. I meant to say not. Look, we shouldn't be rash. What if we just leave it all in the past?
And let him get away with it? I don't think so.
Only a few months to go.
I'll be the king of my queen myself.
I'll be your little thing, and together we can leave this old town behind.
About that.
Huh? What do you mean? We applied to the same schools. Did you change your mind? California State, Miami, Pepperdine?
Let's just worry about prom.
Brian enters and Claudette marches promptly over to him, practically dragging him towards Casey.
Ryan, why don't you go talk with Casey for a moment? I need to run to the little girls' room.
She winks at Ryan and then scampers off the stage. Ryan and Casey stand awkwardly next to each other.
I guess we have time to kill.
You don't sound so thrilled.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to be rude.
Don't worry, dude.
I just wanted to say,
I don't have all that.
Casey!
What?
Word. Do you really like him?
Do you know where Blake's been?
Did he make a move?
it's like you didn't see me.
You better not break his heart.
I'm Sockstien. Don't even start.
Only a few months to go.
No one can know.
I want to go home.
Timing tango.
The two-timing tango ends. Scene 2, that's gay. Destiny, Coyote, Mary, and Terrence sit in a classroom, awkwardly trying to avoid eye contact.
Can we so on today after school?
Why? Wait. We can soul bond right now.
A couple of Belusies are what you are. I won't allow any explicit behavior in a classroom.
Soul bonding isn't sex. It's so much more. It's a resonance with someone else, sharing energy, memories, and sacrificing and cherishing the best parts of one another for the good of the relationship.
Never mind all of that. We got bigger fish to fry. A couple of queers are gunning for our crown.
The correct term is homosexual.
Amen. But I must admit, I'd rather only have one other couple to compete against.
That I can agree with.
I've waited too darn long for someone to swoop in. Swoop in, pop in, loop in the contest, last minute, fast minute. It's a blast, isn't it? not bad, 30, dismal, depressed. How about you?
Well, my mind is open, my heart is not. The title of Prom King is what I want. I'll break the crown and throw it out to the crowd, just like Katie Heron, but I won't be as loud. See, doing the right thing's all about being humble, and I have a feeling Casey's win will make a rumble. He'll stand on his high horse even higher. That title is not one I hope he acquires.
But keep in mind, it's not because he's gay, that's lovely.
And progressive.
We want him to stay, okay? But we want him to be the kind of gay that we think he should be, watching Drag Race and Ellen and going to rallies. He should be funny like David Rose from Schitt's Creek, and just like Kurt Hummel, he should slightly speak. I mean, just like him and Mitch, gay guys are so funny. Oh, wait. And he has lots of money! Yes! I don't want him for king. I can stick the glue that it would bring. Their hair is pristine as the nose that I see. The lefties are competition. I think we would overcome. But if I got out via, I don't say bad words. What has the school become?
I hope we're not interrupting something.
He knows that he is. Prom Kings best day ahead. Casey walks in confident, and Blake enters behind him, far shyer.
Good. We're all here. Now we can start.
I'm the prettiest, so I think I should pick the theme.
Whoa, man. That doesn't sound like a democracy.
And I'm clearly the prettiest here, so if anyone should get to pick the theme, it should be us.
Oh, you got that right, baby. I say we do a respectable theme, like the 50s.
Wasn't that the height of segregation?
I'm not sure that a time period is a good idea for a theme.
What about instead of a time period, we do a space period?
A space period?
Time runs linear, like across a horizontal plane.
And space runs vertically. But somewhere between time and space, there's other dimensions.
I think we should have our prom in another dimension. Heavens! I assumed you two might recreationally smoke pot, but this language leads me to assume you might be on something far stronger.
Tell me, is God in this other dimension?
Politics aside, I wouldn't even know what kind of music to play in another dimension.
That's exactly it, though. The other dimension has all kinds of music.
Any kind of music.
Oh, what about something simple like Paris or a country theme?
Country is off the table. I am not wearing overalls to my senior prom. The location idea is cute, though. Although Paris is...
Oh, what about a traditional Hawaiian luau?
Now that I can get behind.
Are you kidding me? Hawaiian culture is one of the most exploited and island pillaged of tours. The natives forced into performing one sacred rituals to those who took their land in the first place. It's whitewashed.
Not only that, but Hawaiians are polytheistic.
That's a no from me too.
Well, I like it. It's recognizable, easy to dress for. Decorations won't be too hard to find. I think Hawaiian is a great idea. All votes for an aloha prom. Let's see it. And it's settled.
It's not settled.
Miss Orleani said that you can't vote for your own theme.
Alright, well then what about a Hawaiian luau in another dimension?
Which dimension are we talking about here?
That matters, you know. You go Hawaii in the third dimension, and you know.
What dimension would you prefer?
The fifth is cool with me. In that dimension, every culture is equal. We wouldn't be appropriating, and the Hawaiian spirits would be chill with it too.
All right. All votes for a Hawaiian luau in the fifth
gotta say, I'm spinning for that theme of the 50s. The jitterbug sounds swell right about now, and I think it could do this school good and well.
How about we take the 50s out and we just call it a jitterbug? That way it's a bit more inclusive.
Excuse me? I'm not about to try and dance to some ragtime bullshit playing out of a phonograph.
Oh, I could do that. Yeah.
How about our idea, luau in the fifth dimension?
We can still do that. We could have a jitterbug that takes place in Hawaii of the fifth dimension.
Are you kidding me? What would I even wear?
That's just it. You can dress to whatever theme you're most comfortable with.
How inclusive we're in.
If Destiny desires it, I can get behind it too. Sounds wavy.
And what about these polytheistic happenings?
Oh, we could be in charge of decorating a third of the space. That way, you can have your own monotheistic space.
Oh, come on, maybe we can make our space just how we like it.
I don't know, Terrence. The whole thing seems really anti-Christian.
I mean, Blake and I could just hop onto Coyote and Destiny's idea, but go to a dimension where God doesn't exist at all. That would be 4 books for their theme, which is the majority, and I'm sure Miss Orleani wouldn't mind going home early. Then you'd either have to go to prom with no God present, or not go at all, then end the competition. Either one is fine with me, but I'd rather have 1/3 of normality, so why don't you hop on our bandwagon so we can go home?
Fine. But I'm not happy about it.
No one needs you to be.
So is it settled?
All votes for a Hawaii jitterbug in the fifth dimension?
Lovely! We'll all meet when we're closer to prom to discuss budgeting and flyers and posters and whatnot.
Right on.
They gather their things and begin heading out. Casey, Blake, and Mary are the last to leave.
Casey Hightower, this better not be one of your cheap tricks. Watch out for him. He might act all lovey-dovey with you, but I wouldn't pass him to dump you as soon as he gets the crown.
Goodbye, Mary. It's been a pleasure, as always. So, Blake, you want to come over to my house and watch RuPaul's Drag Race?
Sorry, I told Maggie I'd hang out with her today.
That old Sockstain. I don't know why you keep her around.
Hey, you promise you'd be a little nicer to her? For me?
Fine. Tell her I say hello. But don't make it sound like I'm being nice. Make it sound like I'm trying to be nice. And for you, not for her.
That works. Thanks, Quesos.
Anything for you, my prince. I'll be going, though. The Virgin Mary dragged that meeting out longer than I would have appreciated.
Bye, babe.
They kiss and Casey exits. Blake takes out his phone.
In room 201.
Blake sits on a desk, kicks his legs, looking down.
Oh, here you are.
Sorry it's late. This prom council meeting ran way too long.
It's okay. What was it about?
Honestly, just politics. It was boring. Casey handled most of the
Casey,
complicated.
Casey. Do we always have to talk
Look,
about-
I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to.
No, it's fine.
So can we just...
Sure.
Great.
Wait, actually, no.
Please don't tell me you haven't gotten any dirt yet.
There's something I have to tell you.
What is it?
We actually like each other, Maggie, like for real.
I thought we were supposed to.
Yes, and I know, and I'm sorry, but I can't go through with it anymore. Maggie?
I thought I knew
walks up to her, holds hands with her, then Blake exits. Maggie falls to the ground. Scene 3. Girl bossing too close to the sun. Casey sighs, sitting against the fountain in the courtyard.
You're still out here?
Well, it's kind of nice here, actually. I need to talk to you anyway.
Claudette sits next to him in front of the fountain. She lounges begrudgingly, leaning her back against Casey.
So what did you want to talk about? More press about the prom, I assume? I wouldn't worry. I convinced the athletes to vote for you as long as you don't have to make fun of them during the actual dance, and I've slept with enough soccer players to secure their votes. The crowd is practically yours. There's not many in the middle votes.
Claudette.
The Bible Club will be voting for Terrence. The Picketers will back Coyote, but everyone else will be voting for you. It's a cinch.
This isn't really about prom. Or, I guess it is.
What is it?
It's about Blake.
Tell me about it. I know he's not ideal, but you guys are really selling it. Shut up! I don't believe this! You're so touch-starved that you've fallen for the first boy to glance in your direction? You're better than that.
This doesn't change anything.
Like hell it doesn't, Casey. He's not even cool, much less hot. There's much better guys out there than him. You don't get it.
No, you don't get it. Nothing in the plan changes. So what? I like the guy that I'm supposed to be fake dating. It's not a big deal. We continue the plan. I date Blake, win the crown, and then we dance. What's the big deal?
The big deal is that Blake is pathetic. The big deal is he's best friends with Maggie Sockstien. The big deal is you're just telling me about this now, whereas if you told me earlier, I could have intervened and deviated you from this path. The big deal, Casey, is that in the original plan, you would have won the crown and danced with me.
We can still dance together.
Yeah, for the lame songs. You'll want to dance with your new pet loser for all the good songs. They'd me to dance with you for the Ed Sheeran one.
I would never do that to you.
I need some time.
Claudette.
I'll reach out when I'm ready.
She runs off, lightly sniffling. Casey exits. Claudette's running turns into stomping. She straightens her posture.
Don't get too comfortable, Hightower. You'll end up with who I choose. I can't be friends with anyone who was associated with Maggie Sockstien. And if you and Blake end up getting married, she'll probably be his maid of honor, and I'd be yours, which means we have to plan things together, and I think I'm gonna be sick. Where is that Sockstien? We have some scheming to do.
Claudette goes into her room and slams the door shut behind her. The scene has changed into a simple classroom. The same door that Claudette enters flies open, and she slams it behind her. She's texting on her phone and stomps over to one of the desks. The door opens and Maggie enters, tentatively peeking her head in. Claudette drags her into the classroom.
Get in here.
We're not supposed to be in here. This classroom was locked. How'd you even get in?
She twirls the keys around her finger.
That's why you can't just wait around in the halls. You have to act like you own the place, like I do. The owners get the keys, Maggie Sockstien, and I have a key for every room in this building.
Why did you call me, Claudette? Are you finally tired of holding Ryan hostage?
Just the opposite, actually. I have a plan.
Not now, Claudette. Not now.
Buck up, Sockstien. I've come up with a new plan, a plan that helps. Helps everyone.
Claudette Armani. Helping? Maybe helps you with Casey, but I couldn't imagine your plan doing me well.
That's the magic of this one. See, I need your help, and I knew you wouldn't be on board unless you benefited as well. I'll have Casey, he'll have one prom king, you'll have Blake, and he'll be expunged out of this mess. And Ryan will find love. What's to lose?
Fine, I'll hear you out.
That's more like it.
Why are you nervous?
I have a plan, or I'm coming up with one now. So listen close, and don't have a cow. You might think the situation is crappy, but when it's all figured out, everyone will be happy. You might think you've lost, but I think we won. As long as we don't girl boss, alright. Too close to the sun. We have a secret, Sockstien, a Sockstained secret, a secret between you and me. And with this secret, Sockstien, this top secret, we can all be set free.
Claudette, I'm not going to drag anyone out of the
Well, if I hook him up with sweet Casey Hightower, there's not much that either can say. See, Casey just wants to be Prom King, and Brian just wants to be loved. If we make them a couple, then Casey will buckle, and all will be said and done.
Oh, why would Casey just don't like?
Are you kidding me? Why wouldn't he? Brian's a dream, the full package. He's hot, plays sports, he's popular, and like is, well,
I get it. But why me? What do you need me for?
see, a girl like me has a reputation. I speak in a way of desensitization. I'm more known for my process of mutilation. I need someone who has softer fortification.
You need someone who's not a bitch.
You're helping me out, so I'll let that one slide.
All right, I'm in.
And so, my dear, so homely and plush.
And you, rich and plenty, and heart full of mush.
We'll combine our forces till both boys are crushed. I'll have my friend back, Casey will owe me a ton. Brian will be shacked up, I'll have finally won. As long as we don't girl boss. As long as we don't girl boss. As long as we don't fall our way. Too close to the sun. Too close to the sun. Too close to the sun.
Scene 4. Turning.
Vote Terrence and Mary for prom royalty.
One vote equals one prayer.
Claudette walks by and notices them.
What are you Jesus freaks up to?
Why, telling the good people of Casey High to vote Terrence and I for prom royalty.
Oh, you little things, you. I've already got that squared away.
Whatever do you mean?
You shouldn't even bother trying to get votes. I've already counted where the cards will fall and in whose favor, if you know what I mean.
You want to know what I think? Can I tell her what I think, baby?
Well, you going right ahead, darling.
I think that you are all hat and no cattle. I think you're a no-good, long-winded, heathenist ruffian. I don't think you have the votes you think you have, and I think you're just trying to scare us.
Think all you want, Sister Mary. The votes are in and they're pointing towards Casey. And there's nothing you or your little youth pastor can do about it.
This can't be. I'm going to talk to Miss Orleani about it. Miss Orleani! What is it, Miss Murphy?
Claudette just admitted to bringing the prom court votes.
Right in front of our faces, too. She seemed proud of her sin. Well, what do you want me to do about it?
Aren't you the head of the prom planning committee?
Yeah, can't you change the way votes are made? What? Should we just cancel the prom court then?
Don't be absurd. I'm sure we can find a gentleman's way of settling this dispute.
How about a dance-off? Come again?
Oh, yes, my dearest darling Mary. That's a swell idea.
Oh, please, can we, Miss Orleani? It would be so much fun. Whatever. Just make sure the other couples know about the change. I don't want to have to deal with their bitching and moaning about how things aren't fair. I hate kids. Yay! Thank you! We will be sure to tell them, right, Terry?
Oh, yes, fair is fair. Of course we will do the right thing and tell them about this change that you made, Miss Orleani.
Ugh.
Scene 5. Gayless. The main couples and prom planning committee. Coyote is braiding Destiny's hair. Blake and Casey are watching a video on Casey's phone. Terrence and Mary come in.
Why was this emergency court meeting called? Some of us have actual lives to get back to.
We have lives too. I'm missing my weekly reading of the Book of Revelations with my homeschool friends. They don't take my absence lightly.
That's cool and all, but why are we here? I thought we finalized everything last meeting.
Well, we just spoke with Miss Orleani because she decided that Prom King and Queen should be decided by a dance-off instead of a vote. Because some people aren't playing by the rules.
dance-off. My horoscope told me to expect the unexpected, but this is incredible.
Babe, we are absolutely going to win this thing now. We got it covered in every reality we exist in.
Thou shalt not tattle. The Lord wouldn't be too pleased with your snitching, Miss Mary Murphy.
A dance-off. We've been guaranteed, babe. I played the lead in Footloose.
The win was guaranteed before, but I guess we can just win again.
Yay! Oh, this is just wonderful. Everyone is on the same page.
Now, let's all get together here and come up with the rules for this here dance-off.
Scene 6. The Sockstained Quandary. Maggie and Claudette are in the classroom. Claudette is calmly chewing bubblegum and popping bubbles. They are both dressed up for prom. Claudette's outfit outshines Maggie's by a mile, though. Maggie is pacing around the room.
What are we gonna do if he doesn't show? He could get cold feet when he realizes how insane and evil we are for even suggesting something like this. He won't show, and then Casey and Blake will be together, and all we've forgotten, left in the dust, yesterday's news of cold pizza.
Quit your yapping, Sockstein. Ryan will be here. He's going to go through with the plan because we've got dirt on him. And I happen to enjoy the occasional cold pizza. The point is, we're not going to make pizza or news, or dust, because our plan will work. And I will finally have Casey all to myself again. And you and Blake can whatever. Ah, here comes the man of the hour now.
Ryan enters, dressed in his prom tux.
Ooh la la, look at you, Ryan Roland. If you weren't scheming, I'd take you out myself.
Is this posh enough for you?
It's perfect. You know, Ryan, you look fabulous.
Thanks, Sockstien. I really appreciate it. I like what you've got going on, too. So, what's this plan you have, Claudette?
Listen here and listen good to our Sockstained plan. Picture this. You and Casey skiing down a hill, one after the other, racing through the snow.
That sounds nice, but...
Imagine a sunset on a rocky beach after you've just had a picnic looking into each other's eyes. That and more could all be yours. And I'm willing to get it for you, Ryan. All you have to do is one thing.
And what's that?
Make out with Casey.
I don't know.
He'll realize how much better you are than little Blake boy ever was, and Casey will drop him in an instant.
I know it isn't the most orthodox thing to do, but we just want to get our friends back. And you always wanted to be with Casey, right? It's a good thing.
Wait.
Plus, if you don't go along with it, I think your teammates would be really interested in your little secret. Who knows all the dirty things you could have been up to?
Don't make her do that. She will do it. She will ruin you in a second to get what she wants.
Feeling, it's like I've never felt a feeling before. This one that I wanted, it's finally waiting for me to just open the door. But the cost that it's costing, the debts I've been taking, the toll of another's love, and the prom that's the space where the deed will take place, how romantic it found. But why do I think this thought that I'm thinking, that maybe, just maybe, I should try? It's all that I wanted, it's all that I wanted, it's all that I needed to do. But how can I go through the Sockstained plan when I see the way he looks at you? This thing that I'm thinking I've been wanting ever since I was a kid. The pride that he carried, the things that he wear, he'd completely take over the show. His cunning smile, that lustrous laugh, and to think that could finally be mine. It poses with that question, the answer eludes me, and I can't seem to make up my mind. It's not that I'm doubting this feeling I'm feeling now. I wish someone could give me a sign. It's all that I hope for. but how can I go through the Sockstained land and I see the way he looks at you? And what will they think of this feeling I'm feeling? I'm feeling my girls, my bros. This queerness I'm cooking, this romance that's ruining this betrayal that's making it super sourdough. Take a bite, it'll curl my woes. But if I look into my heart, I know.
In that scene. For a guy, I mean, I think you look good.
Thanks.
Really cool, fun, and always well dressed.
Maggie pokes her head out from off stage.
Ryan, are you okay? Did you get hit in the head with a soccer ball or something?
No, this is me. Who I am. And I really like you, Casey Hightower.
Why, Ryan, I'm flattered. And I mean, I am flattered.
Blake is seen in the background, climbing down from the bathroom window. He's almost to the ground.
But I've already found my kind of boy.
Blake is about to hit the ground.
Ryan, kiss him.
Sockstien?
Blake hits the ground and turns around to see Ryan lunging at Casey. He starts to make out with him.
No!
Casey pushes Ryan away. He stumbles backwards with a smile. Casey lingers, looking at Ryan for a beat before sharply turning to see Blake running towards them. Maggie tries to slink away, but Claudette enters and forces Maggie to stay.
What the hell was that?
Me? I didn't do anything. It was your little friend
It
over
was
there
me.
that...
I told Ryan to kiss Casey. I'm sorry, Blake. I just kept clearing it out.
Good going, Sockstien, real slick.
And you must have had a hand in all of this. We both know Maggie Sockstien is not clever enough to come up with something like this.
Who, me? Casey, darling, I would never.
Never lock me in the bathroom?
How could I possibly ever do something like that?
We both have a set of janitor's keys.
Fine. I was just doing you a favor.
Doing him a favor? What kind of friend sets their friend up with someone to cheat with?
I'm sorry, Blake. We shouldn't have done this. I feel so bad. We kept dating him even after we already wrote that letter. I thought I was going to lose you completely, so I turned to Claudette for help.
What kind of friend sets their only friend up in a trap just to try and climb the social ladder? That's a place even I wouldn't go, Sockstien.
I'd imagine and knew you wouldn't. I don't know you anymore, Casey Hightower. Blake? Blake? When Ryan is right in front of you? What happened to our kind of boy, Casey? He was supposed to just be some pawn we used in order to capture the crowd. Prom King, Casey, remember?
This is my kind of boy.
Things get so complicated.
They're not complicated at all. In fact, I think I've come up with a stellar solution to all of this.
They all look at him expectantly. Casey holds up his middle fingers.
I'm going to prom and having a good time with my boyfriend. Not some greased up straight, nor a conniving bitch of a bestie, nor some gutter trash popular wannabe who would be the poster girl for the clearance center at Goodwill. And with that, I bid you all a hot walk.
Casey escorts Blake off the stage.
Blake, wait.
Maggie runs after them. Claudette is fuming. Ryan has been standing in the shadows the entire time.
He's going to pay. They're going to pay. They're all going to pay.
I think I just want to go home. This whole thing was a bad idea.
A bad idea? You think this was a bad idea? We're nowhere near done with the idea yet.
Look around. You lost your only friend. Boy I like is dating another dude. They seem genuinely happy. We can't do anything about it, and even if we could, I don't know that I'd want to.
You think you can bail on me too? You take one step, and the entire school will know your secrets. In fact, I'll add some details to the story too. Maybe about how you've been talking to local dads, or maybe that you pay off bathrooms in the local parks, hoping that someone will use you.
That's just a plain lie. No one would believe you.
Oh, but I think they will. The good thing about telling the truth all the time is that when I need to lie, at least I have some credit to my name.
You're never gonna give up, are you?
I'll be done with you when I'm done with you.
Then I might as well just come out to everyone myself.
Fine. I'll make you a deal. Help me out the rest of tonight and you're free. No more blackmail. I won't talk to you for the rest of the school year. That, or you can come out yourself and I'll spread malicious rumors about you to your incoming freshman class at whatever state school you please enjoy hottest couple there, it will be a cinch.
So all we have to do is win.
That's right.
Or cheating, or meddling.
This is it. Plan C. My last-ditch effort. Simple, yet very, very effective.
As long as all we do is dance.
And you will be rid of me for the rest of the school year. Your secret is yours to keep.
Alright, let's do this.
Scene 8, the final scene, Prom Kings. The gym is decorated for prom. A third of the stage has 50s imagery, a third Hawaiian, and a third New Age surrealist. The DJ is set up in the box and the kids are dancing downstage. Casey walks in upstage, dragging Blake by the hand behind him. Maggie runs in after them.
Casey, wait.
What is it now, Sockstien? How many more nights to ruin?
Just wanted to.
There you are. Marty. Really? Marty Murphy?
She points to her name tag.
Would you look at that, babe? Guess we're not the only gay couple at the prom.
It's Mary Magdalene Murphy.
Mary takes off her name tag and shoves it in Casey's face. She flips her hair in his face and marches on.
Oh, we gotta get you a haircut, baby.
I forgot about that one. Never gets old. Come on, let's go warm up.
Come on, you guys.
Oh, right. You. You know what? She's your friend. So why don't you deal with her? I'm gonna go get us some lunch.
What is it, Maggie?
I can help. No, I want to help. What can I do to make this right?
I think you've done enough helping.
Claudette, she's gonna enter with Ryan.
So then Casey and I will just have to beat them.
But what if they cheat? She's not gonna go down so easily.
Then that's on her. Because you know what, Maggie? I'm done being the bad guy. I'm done with the lying and manipulating and backstabbing. I just want to go out there and have a nice time with my boyfriend.
Blake, you're a genius. Just make sure you stay in as long as you can. I have to go do something.
She runs off stage. Claudette enters with Ryan in tow. She purposefully bumps into Blake as she enters.
Whoops.
She exits the other side of the stage. Casey enters. He gives Blake a cup of punch. They cheer and take a drink. Destiny and Coyote enter.
Glad you like the punch.
Ryan and I soul bonded all last night over it, so that will turn out good.
Casey spits it out in their faces. Blake discreetly spits his back into his cup.
A spit take is the ultimate praise to one's culinary skills. In the third dimension.
Well then here, let me praise you some more.
He takes a sip, but Blake stops him.
Babe,
Casey swallows it begrudgingly.
Good looks, man. See you in the ring.
When is this dance-off even going to get started?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're both enjoying the prom so far. Again, my name is DJ Anna, just Anna, and the dance-off is about to begin. Can I have everyone clear away from the center of the gym, please? Crowd parts and 3 large hula hoops are brought on the stage. Can Destiny Bond, Coyote of the Wind, Marty...
Mary! My name is Mary!
Marty Murphy, Terrence Taggerty, Blake Patterson, and Casey Hightower make their way to the center of the gym. And hold on just a second, folks. It would seem we have a last-minute addition. Ryan Rowland and Claudette Armani will be joining in as well. Another hula hoop is brought on the center stage to make more input. Claudette comes trotting in on stage and takes her place in the hula hoop. The rest of the couples follow. Song 20, the Hawaiian Jitterbug in the 5th dimension. Miss Orleani walks out looking pissed. She dusts off her suit.
I'm the MC tonight. I know, it's much to my chagrin. The rules are set and clean. I don't want jibber-jabber, talking back, or anyone to be mean. I want to be home by 11, so guys with your girls, girls with your guys, and men with your, other men. There's a hula hoop on the floor. Do your best to keep inside, or elimination is for sure. See what I did there? Okay. Don't stop to catch your breath. If you want to win, the rules are to stay in, are to dance until your death. If by 3 songs anyone's left in the square, it'll be up to applause. Them's there's the laws. Done's done. One's won. Fair's fair. Now get out there and start. I want to get out of here.
A ukulele strum picks up and Hawaiian music begins. Casey and Blake shine under the hot Hawaiian sun.
Blake, hon, we'll show them all how it's done.
hula hooping like nobody's looking.
Pack it up. It's like we already won.
Look at them go. They could be the first prom kings.
You take her on whatever else this night brings.
We're as tough as the ocean, strong as a volcano.
Aloha, mahalo, Now let's win this thing.
Terrence, baby, if we keep this up, you're gonna be king.
I must admit it's fun, dear, but please watch how your hips swing.
Your grip is supposed to be more loose, like sand.
Shut up, Ryan. All you have to do is stick to my plan.
Claudette,
My dear, are you floundering already?
you and Ryan are looking like you're really starting to go steady.
Flow like water might have been an ocean. Don't worry about what the feet are doing.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. I'm starting to get it, but I'm still no elite.
Who will be the next couple to lose? Show us all your tropical dance moves. The crowd is excited and you can feel the tension as we do the Hawaiian jitterbug in the 5th dimension.
Anna, you can't just play Hawaiian music all night. There are 3 themes, remember? And if we don't cover all of them, then someone's gonna complain. This night has already been enough of a pain in my ass to have to worry about complaints the next day. Switch it up!
Yes, ma'am. She throws a different disc onto the table and some space-age bullshit music starts playing. The dancing resumes.
Now this is what I call music.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night.
Huh, did we really get that copyright?
The music is vibing, got us feeling just right.
Claudette, if you slow down, then I might...
Hush!
Feel the beat flowing through your veins, the melody pouring down like rain.
I think this music is lame.
Who will be the next couple to lose? Show us all your intergalactic dance moves. The crowd is excited and you can feel the tension as we do the Hawaiian jitterbug in the 5th dimension. The night's beautiful no matter who wins.
Speak for yourself.
Whether it's he and her or him and him.
Invalids.
With eyes of clear and hearts so true, we love the earth and the earth loves you.
I love you, Mother Earth.
Destiny drops to the ground and hugs it for a few moments. The music screeches to a halt.
Oh, thank God that's over. I can't believe that people actually voted for this as a theme. Can you imagine if that was the music playing all night? Reminds me of that time in the 90s. You know? Anyways, Janis Joplin over here was on the ground for too long, so we're counting her as out. Hit the road!
She shoos Coyote and Destiny out of their feet.
We love all of you.
If I had to get kicked out, I'm glad it's another guy. Our next theme is the jitterbug? Really? You guys really aren't the cool kids, are you?
I got just the trick up my sleeve. The jitterbug begins to play.
This is the trick up your sleeve. It's literally the name of the... You know what? Never mind.
Jitterbug.
Terrence, this is our time to shine.
Jitterbug.
Come on now, Mary, show them why I call you my little jitterbug.
Jitterbug.
Getting tired yet?
I'm feeling just fine.
Jitterbug. I'm feeling fresh, I'm feeling fine, so happy to dance, I'm gonna have a good time.
Because you got me.
And I got you.
And when we're together, there's nothing we can't do, so let's swing around and really cut loose. It doesn't matter if we win or lose. Sweep me up, we're gonna have a good time, and the mood is electric, it feels sublime. Let's dance. Jitterbug.
I'm doing it.
Good job, babe.
Jitterbug.
Ryan, you need to move your feet faster.
I'm trying.
Jitterbug.
A good old-fashioned dance.
Who will be the next couple to lose? Show us all your old-fashioned dance moves. The crowd is excited and you can feel the tension as we do the Hawaiian jitterbug in the 5th dimension. Alright, now let's see everyone's best Charleston. Wow. And the hand jive. Wow. Now give me a hully gully boogaloo. Now kiss.
Wait a minute.
Casey and Blake kiss sweetly. Claudette angrily makes out with Ryan, who waves his arms in the air. Terrence dips Mary and kisses her. She kisses back with a smile, but in her lust loses her grip on him. And she falls to the ground, landing outside of the room.
You're out!
Terrence helps Mary up and they gaze into each other's eyes while they make them.
I don't mind, as long as I'm out with Tear Bear.
Aw, I love you, sweetheart.
They kiss and kiss more. They full-on make out.
Huh, you'd think the missionaries would leave some room for Jesus.
Sorry, Terrence and Mary, but we're going to have to ask you to leave. They keep kissing, but shuffle off to the side of the stage. We're now down to the final two. It's all up to you to choose. Dance your heart out. Give us your attention as we finish the Hawaiian jitterbug in the 5th dimension.
Claudette doll, looks like it's just down to us two. I think it's time for the audience to choose.
I'll be the one to take home the crown. This might be Casey High, but you're going down.
We go to Casey High. Between him and her, we can't lie. He's turned into a nice guy, but of her we're terrified. It might be time for Claudette High.
You hear that, Casey boy? I've got the school in my grip, and there's no way I'd ever let my tight grip slip.
Casey, what are we going to do? We can't let her win. up here and the applause is about to begin.
Alright, it's time to crown the winner. It'll be based on applause, so clap your hands off.
We can't rely on whatever Sockstien blabbers.
Alright, our night's ruined because of those backstabbers.
Hey, don't get down, because you made my night. It might not have gone to plan, but now everything feels right. Blake, you're the only crown jewel I'll ever need. So win or lose, I'll still be happy.
Who thinks it should be Claudette and Ryan?
Blake, we have to go for the win. Oh. Whoa, no way. Holy shit.
The applause is building, but it's quickly cut off. Everyone turns around and gasps. Maggie drops a huge tapestry from the rafters. The whole school reads it out loud at once.
Claudette Armani is a virgin!
What? I am not. Who would even dare to?
She looks closer and sees Maggie taping the sign to the railing. Maggie finishes taping the sign and runs away.
Why, you little...
Claudette runs off outside of her hula hoop.
Claudette left the box. There's only one couple left. It is my duty to deliver this message with jest. I'm only here so I can receive my pension. Casey and Blake are the winners of our Hawaiian jitterbug in the 5th dimension.
2 crowns are presented, and the boys stand on a small stage.
We
Go to Casey High, Prom Kings first of their kind. Blake's just our kind of guy. Casey's king and we don't mind. Let's give it up for Casey High.
A little louder.
Let's give it up for Casey High.
One more for the road.
Let's give it up for Casey High, our prom king.
Right. And Alright, thank you guys so much for coming. We really appreciate you being here and all the support.
Yeah, have a good night.
Yeah. Thank you.